What's up, guys? This is Claveria, and in today's episode, I'm gonna show you how to stay focused and be productive without affecting your daily life. So here's the big question. If you are a real network marketer like us, who see that MLM is an amazing opportunity to build real assets for yourself, how to explode our team by using marketing strategies without even mentioning the MLM company we're in, or even the products. How to recruit our dream prospects into our own downlines without even depending on our family and friends, and create big incomes yet still have a lot of time to do the things that we actually want. That's the real mystery that this podcast will give you the answer. So here's the new tactics without those old traditional MLM methods. My name is Claveria, and welcome to MLM Branding Secrets. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? Now, as I am building my network marketing business online, I keep getting confused on what to do every single day. When I first started in this, I don't have any very clear strategy around it. I just do what I need to do every single day and see what works, right? But the thing is, I want to stay on track and maximize my time, right? Because we want to get results as faster as possible, right? So sometimes there are things that pop out in our own life that's not connected in our business, that's reminding us to do some things outside of the business. So sometimes I forget what's the important thing and I got caught up on other things and doing other things outside. Let's say if I go out and sometimes I forget that I have to do something for the business, right? So how can we stay focused on that? I ask myself, how can I grow my business by being productive, not just by being busy, right? The thing that I've noticed and I watch and observe online is some people like me actually when I first got into online business and marketing and promoting my network marketing business online, I keep on posting on social media, commenting everywhere, right? Or messaging people on people that I don't even know about the business or how can I help them, right? But I noticed that it's consumed a lot of my time and it's not being productive for me in a different way, right? So I asked myself, how can I produce and be productive in my business, but not just being busy, right? How can I focus on doing and growing the business, right? So, when I did that and I figured things out, I observed some people who have been in the online world for a while now, for a long time. And the thing that I notice is when they become successful, when they build $1 million business, 6 figures, 7 figures, the thing that I notice in common is successful people always plan ahead. Guys, they always plan ahead. Meaning, if they want to have 10,000 sales or 100 people or 1,000 people, how will they run the business? And they ask themselves if what they're doing currently right now will affect those things when they got it, right? Let's say after a year, if those 1,000 people, if you already got 10,000 people or 1,000 people for your group, for your downlines, will what you're doing is what you're doing right now important after that? If you achieve that, is it important, right? Because chances are, if it takes too much of your time, if you're gonna teach all of that in them and the people that you recruit for your downlines for your group, chances are they also gonna have a hard time maximizing their time, right? And there's also a learning curve on that because there's a big difference on people who already started on the online world a while ago, and from people who had just started, right? There's a big difference on the experience and skills when they got into the online world right now. So the thing I notice is I see most people in the online world don't treat MLM like a real business. What do I mean by that? They treat it just a hobby, and they just do MLM when they feel like it, right? Meaning, if you're gonna open your MLM right now as a business, what is your business hours, right? What are the time you are operating? And how can you maximize that time, right? Someone said to me, if you really mean business, you need progress. And those who are fast to adopt widens the gap. So one thing I notice is there's so many people right now depending on the real world, right? And people face to face, or doing presentations offline, or going out of town and doing presentations, right? They need to meet people in order to build their business. But the thing is, right now, as we're going through these challenging times, we can't go out, right? So people who are wasting time and hoping to things get back to normal are wasting time from the people who are already adapting into the online world. There's a big difference, right? I noticed and I figure out that those businesses who are being successful on the long term always adapts fast, right? Because those who adapts fast widens the gap, right? It also it's a normal way because the thing is right now, right, before the pandemic or before this thing happened, it's not normal for people to go into the internet to find people, right? It's not normal 100% of the time, right? It's not normal because you can go to people face to face and build a business. You can do presentations outside. But right now, we cannot do that. That's not normal anymore. What's normal right now is you have to connect the internet and build your business through that in the internet. So that's the new normal, right? Right now, people are getting educated online on how to build the business. So chances are people who woke up and face the reality and changes to adapt into the new normal gets faster and adapts faster. They will get results faster. So when these challenging times resumes, right, or let's say it passes, and then people can go out, those who adapt already started a while ago, right? They already started ahead of the people who just got into the online world. Because, yeah, when people get educated that, hey, I can build my online business to the internet, huh? So why should I go out and meet people and build the business? It's wasting my time. I can maximize the time on the online world. I just have to know the right strategy to do it, right? So how can you adapt fast? It's also this episode is also for you on how you can be productive fast without affecting your daily life. Right? When a daily life is also let's say your personal life, your workout, your health, right, and other things. Let's say on the business side, let's say you have any other side hustle aside from network marketing, right, or any other things that you have to do aside from this. So, how can you be successful? And also, how can you maximize time and make progress for the business? Right? Right now, right, when you've been in the network marketing for a while, there's this thing called yearly goals, monthly goals, and weekly goals. Right? We all have goals in network marketing. And there's this thing called dream board, right? Dream board, vision board. and any other things that whatever you want to call it. You paste something that you want to achieve in the online in the network marketing, right? When you become successful, what are the things that you want? So that's the vision board. What's your vision of the future? That's why it's called vision. You have to see the vision first, right? So that you have a vision board or a dream board, right? But the other thing that I noticed that you have to know is what's your action board. Because chances are, if you don't have any action board, what are the steps you need to take to get those goals, right? Most people don't even have an action goal. They don't even have an action board. What are the steps you need to take in order to achieve those goals? Yeah, there's so many content, there's so many trainings on that, on people, on how you can build your network marketing business. But what is your action board? How can you make your own personal action board, right? So how can you get that? So you have to identify what is your action board. What are the things that you need to accomplish this year? And then divide it to the monthly or weekly, right? So you have to figure out your action board, right? There's thing called law of attraction. If you ever heard of this, right? If you ever heard of law of attraction, then you have to understand that you have to also adapt the law of action, because if you just wish and wish and wish for things to come and you don't take action, you're just a dreamer or just crazy, right? But you have to take action in order to get that results. Okay, you have to understand that you can't become a top earner. You can just wish to become a top earner and don't do the top earner have to do. So you have to figure out your action board. What are the things you need to step by step to take that action in order for you to become a top earner or whatever you want to be in your industry, in the industry, right? So you have to understand that. And one thing that keeps me going is also sharpening the saw. The concept of sharpening the saw. It's a conclusion of this is to seek continuous improvement. Right? What I mean by this? Let's say if you want to cut 10 trees, right? You can chop the trees, but chances are, as you keep chopping the trees, after a while, the saw will get dulled, right? Will get dulled. So what will you need to do? So you have to sharpen the saw first in order for it to be sharp, in order for you to get more trees. It's the same thing in the personal development. It's also to seek continuous improvement. Guys, if let's say you don't do and take action every single day and reinforce your knowledge and learn more new knowledge, guys, the thing is, if something happen and you, let's say, what do I mean by this? Sharpen the saw is, let's say, if your group got bigger in the online world and you don't have any idea on how to do it, how to train them in the online world, what's the strategy behind it? What are the things that you need to do step by step to make them successful, right? If you don't have any idea on how to do that, chances are you're gonna have to go back from where you can handle, right? Let's say if you can handle only 10 people in the online world, if someone gave you 100 people and you can handle 100 people, you're gonna go back to 10 people. It's the same thing I see when people got into the online world or the offline world. Sometimes they think that they need to personally train them one by one at the same time, right? Which consume their time. But the thing is, if you have to train them one by one every single time, guys, what if you can only accommodate 10 people a day? And when people join your group, 100 people, let's say, a day, you can't handle that. And chances are, those 100 people, some of them are gonna go out and they're not gonna do a thing because you can't handle the training that you have to provide them, right? So I want you to understand that. So what's your activities in order for you to continue improvement, right? You have to understand your activities and how to delegate your activities and understand the secrets behind it. So I want you to get committed on doing the activities to get your goals. Yeah, we have to get clear on the goals, but you have to also get clear on what you need to do and then commit to it. Can just say that you have to do it, you want to do it, but you don't really do it. You understand? Okay? It's like this. Before I get to the how part or how to do this, it's like this. What I mean by commitment. Let's say your business, right? Let's say, what's your favorite restaurant? Okay, what's your favorite restaurant? If you have a favorite restaurant and they just do the business when they feel like it, and when you go to the restaurant and you notice it is closed, guys, what will you feel? Right? What will you feel when you go to the restaurant that you've been and you are expecting it to open, but they are closed? It's the commitment. The same thing online. People expect you to be online, right? What's your business hours? So you have to understand what is your business hours. You can't do business when you feel like it, right? You have to understand your business hours. So you need to learn skills to develop. You need you need to have your business hours and also learn your skills, learn new skills, learn your knowledge, and also take care of your body. Right? There's so many main things on what to do to make progress, because we all have 24 hours a day. We don't have any people that have 25 hours or more. Right? We only have 24 hours. The only difference is people who maximize their time, right? How you manage your time, how you maximize your time, and spend the ways in smart way instead of the hard way. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here on this. So me, I don't work every day for my business. Okay, but I stay focused and productive on this because I understand the levers that I need to provide in order for my business to progress. Okay, so here's how, guys. First one is identify. What do I mean by identify? You have to identify your goals first. Why do you need to do this? Right? Why do you want your business? You start with why. Why do you want to be successful in the network marketing industry? Why do you want your MLM business to succeed? Right? Why do you want to do the business? Okay? You have to understand the why part first. Because, yeah, everybody teaches you that you have to find your why, right? So there's a bigger and deeper description of this, but let's start with the same thing on this. Okay, let's start with why. Okay, so start with why in your business. Let's say in your business, why do you want to be successful in your MLM, right? So list out your big goals. And when I mean big goals, it is a crazy goal. Guys, when I mean big goals, it's a crazy goal. And when I say crazy goals, when you tell this to other people, they will tell you you are crazy or it's impossible, right? Crazy goals to make it, this is a crazy goal, right? Let's say, what do I mean by crazy goal? Let's say if I tell you that right now I am aiming to earn a nine digits three. Four. No. Yeah, nine digits. Nine digits of Philippine peso per month in the MLM industry. That's my main goal. Every month, I want to earn nine digits per month. That's crazy, right? So just convert it to peso. Into dollars if you're not in Philippines, just divide it to 50. Okay, right now the currency is to 50, so 100 million per month. Okay, 100 million peso per month. That's the crazy goal that I want to earn in the MLM industry. Okay? So that's my crazy goal. When I tell this to other people, they will just think I'm crazy, right? When I just tell this to my friends or the average people or the normal people that we know, when you tell them this, that's crazy. That's impossible, right? That's a crazy goal. But did you know that when you tell that to a billionaire or a millionaire, they will just think that, hey, that's normal, right? Now, my goal for me is to make that crazy goal to be a normal goal for me. Okay? Get it? Do you get it? I hope you're getting this. Okay? So that's my big crazy goal. Now, from there, that's one of my whys, and I start, hey, how can I achieve that goal? Right? What's my money making activities? What are the things that's gonna make me money, and what do I have to do? Right? And then after that is, can I automate that? Because if my business depends on me to run the business, it's not a business, right? Because I'm gonna spend a lot of my time to run the business. So we're talking about productivity here, not on spending our own time. Have you ever seen a successful business owner who have 10 restaurants tending to the cashier? All of them. It's not, right? So what's your money-making activities in order for your business to grow? I'm gonna focus this on the business standpoint, not on job or entrepreneur standpoint, because business have to have leverage. Okay, you have to understand your money-making activities and how to automate it. Okay, because business runs on systems, guys. They run on systems. Business have automations. You have to understand that. So can I automate it? Hmm. One thing, guys, is this. When I'm recording this, actually, these videos, it will automatically share to you my knowledge. If you're constantly watching this, my episodes, it's constantly sharing you my knowledge. Even though I do this one time, it's constantly teaching you on how I do things. So it's automation. Can I automate this? Right? Guys, commenting on other people using my profile on social media, I cannot automate that. So I don't do any of that. I can do it from time to time, but it's not the big levers in my business. You understand? Okay? It's not the big levers. So what's your money making activities that's gonna provide a big levers for your business? That's gonna matter after 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. Because if it's not gonna matter for your business after 5 years or 10 years, chances are it's not a money making activity that can automated. That can be automated. Okay? So figure out things. Maybe I'll just do another episode on money making activities. But let's just focus on this, on how to be productive. Next one is when I have my crazy goal, guys. Next one is I focus on small goals on 90 days. I don't do a 1 year goal or 2 year goal. That's crazy. And on my experience, I usually don't do much of it. So what I do is I make a 1 year, but I focus on a 90-day goal. Okay? From 90 days to 90 days and 90 days and 90 days. So I have 90 days is almost 3 months, right? So 3 months divided 12 months divided by 3 months, I have a four set of 90 goals. Okay? So every 90 goal has a big focus on this. So the thing is, let's say I have a 1 year goal and then I divide it by four. And then after that, on the four, how can I achieve those big goals within 90 days? Right? But this one is I focus on activities that produce those results, not on the results. I focus on the productivity and activities that makes those results. Okay? That's gonna matter after a year, a two, a five, or 10. You understand? I hope you're getting this. Okay? So these are the things that you have to understand. So then make a list on how to achieve that. I usually use a productivity app or a list on what I need to do on this month, and this month, and then use that on to track my progress. Okay, so let's say your work life. When we say work life, this produces money. Okay, this produces money. So if you're currently on a job, that's work. If you're building your business, that's work. It's producing money, guys. So personal life is more on you. It's your personal hobby. It's your personal life. It's what you want to do, right? Let's say your workout or your activity, or your health, your family, your relationships, right? It's you. So it's up to you on how you can divide that. Okay. So guys, when you make this, it's called, yeah, this is the thing that how I do my action board actually. So focus on the activities, not on the results. Focus on the activities, not on the results. Keep telling that, right? So focus on the activities that produces those results. You understand? Money is there, but you have to know the activities on how to get that money. The car is in there if you want a car. Your dream house is in there. Your dream house is outside. You can buy it, but you have to know the activities on how you can buy it, right? What are the things that produces the ability for you to buy it? You understand? Okay. So the next one is when you understand your activities that produces those results that get you closer to your goals. The next one is time blocking. These are the things that you have to understand and you need to do and commit to if you want to build this like a business, not just a hobby. Okay? Because business have working hours, right? You can open a restaurant and just open when you feel like it. You can't. There's always a business hours, right? So what is your business hours? So first one is time blocking. This is where after you plan, you're gonna have to make it realistic and use it and started it to your time, right? How can you put it out as a block into your time? You only have 24 hours a day, right? If you're gonna build your business, let's say 8 hours per day, what are the times that you have to work on those parts, right? So let's say business hours. What's your money making activities? Because yeah, when you mean when you're building a business, you mean business. Okay, what are the things that's gonna matter and make you money continuously? Okay, continuously. Just do it. Okay, just figure out. Identify your non-negotiables. When I say non-negotiables, these are the things that you have to do whatever it takes to move your business. Okay, your non-negotiables. Let's say when you're opening a restaurant, your non-negotiables. One of the things is you have to order food, right? Your raw materials, your raw foods. That's a non-negotiable, right? Another thing is inventory. You have to know your products, right? So in your network marketing, what are your non-negotiables? For me, it's constantly learning every single day, and also let's see this one, documenting my journey. Right, just I said in my last podcast, I always document my journey. I always take down my notes that I learned every single day and see what can I share for you guys. Okay, so what's your non-negotiable? This is your priorities. Okay, let's say if I want to produce a video right now and post it another time, right, in this day, then I have to do that video and produce that video. If I want to post a comment or a post on a Facebook post, let's say, that's a video, right? That's one, if I'm gonna make it to unnegotiable, that's a money making or priorities. Okay, what's your priority that moves you into the business? Because you have to understand that as you grow into network marketing, as you earn more and more income, let's say 6 figures or 7 figures, you have to know how you can get yourself out into the business, right? Because if the business depended on you, chances are you only you, right? you have a bottleneck on how you can handle more people every single day, right? You have a limit on how many people you can handle every single day. There's always a limit. So how can you remove yourself into that? So for me, I focus on three moves daily. Okay, three big moves daily. What do I mean by that? From the 90 day, guys, I uh, I chop it down to 30 days, every 30 days, and also chop it down to 4 weeks. Those 30 days, I just chop it down on 4 weeks. So what do I have to produce every week? Right? Let's say these videos. I have to produce these videos every single week. That's a non-negotiable. That's one of the big moves on my business because it's gonna matter after a while, after a year or two, right? It's mine, right? So whatever happens on the network marketing world, I have to decide if I'm gonna take this down or not, right? Even though something happens in my company or something happens well, on the world, right? It's constantly working for me. You understand? Okay, you have to own your business first. So promote your own business. Another thing is presentations, guys. If you're doing presentations, how can you automate that? Because if you have to do presentations every single day just to make a sale, meaning if you have to do presentations every week, how many presentations can you do, right? And did you know the advantage of this doing the online is you can track the presentations. You can track it. Yes. What do I mean by track? You can track the conversion of it. Let's say if one video, one presentation, 100 people watches it, and those 100 people, uh, 20 people join your group. Meaning you have a 20% conversion on that video. And then when another 100 people watch this group, this particular another this video, and it produces again 20%, or let's say 15 to 20%, 15 people or between that, it produces 15 to 20% conversion rate, right? So it continuously produces presentations for you. So that's the power of the online world. That's one of it actually. Okay? So in the offline world, you cannot do that. You cannot do presentations, and you can do presentations actually, but you cannot track it, right? Because you can replicate what you feel. There's so many factors in doing presentation, not just in doing the structure of it, the tonality and everything, right? So the advantage of videos is you can replicate it. So another thing is social media growth. Let's say you're going on social media, not just let's say you're focusing on, you want 30 posts right now every single day for a month, right? Let's say you want a 30 posts for your profile. So that's one of your non-negotiables, right? If you want to build your profile. So that's one of the things that I've done a while back in my social media profile on total revamp of my profile. Okay. Another thing is if you want to make content, guys, posting, documentation, documenting, sharing, doing stories, it's making content. So you have to understand that. Next one is if you have team calls or meetings, if you have to do meetings every week, so that's also one of your non-negotiable because it's a money-making activities. Another thing is when you're doing online meetings, you can record that and just repurpose it for another video. Magic, right? Another thing is responding to chat or comments. Let's say you post a comment. Let's say you post a post on social media account and just comment, right? And responding to those comments. Okay. So another thing is also activity. Let's say if you want to revamp your planning, your activities, that's also one of the three big moves, right? If you want to plan out your next 90-day activity, that's it. What are the activities to have to produce to get results? Hmm, Mapping it out. So what's your three big moves daily, weekly, right? What's your big moves? So you have to understand that. Next one, execution. Guys, planning is so important, but so is execution. You have to make it to a reality. You have to really do it. You can just plan it out and not do it. You have to plan it out and then do it. If you say Monday, do it on Monday, right? This is schedule it. Okay. Another thing is other business activities. Let's say in your network marketing, let's say if you have any other business related activities, how can you make that and plan it out, block it into your own calendar, to your own schedule, right? Your goal in here is to organize your schedule, okay, and do whatever it takes to make it up. So let's say if you have business hours Monday to Friday, and let's say 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. you're gonna do your business. So that's your non-negotiable business. Okay, that's your business hours. Those are the times and the hours you are only focusing for your business. So that's your business hours. Okay, that's non-negotiable. So anything that's popped out in your business time, you have to remove it or move it after your business hours or before your business hours. Okay? So understand it. The next one is physical activities. Let's say you you have to remember you have to move your body, right, and take care of your body to do the business. Okay, so what's your physical activities? Do it. Right? Plan out your workout. Say Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do workout. It's up to you, right? Whatever suits you the best, depending on your schedule. And also, next thing is personal development activities. Yeah, we love activities and moving the business, but you also have to sharpen the saw, right? You also have to continuous improve your activities and abilities, your knowledge for you to produce more results, right? So what's your personal development activities? Let's say after your business hours, you're gonna have 1 hour or two on developing your skills. Okay, watching training videos, listening to podcasts or audiobooks, or reading a book, right? It depends on you. Meditation, visualization, if you're a fan of that, it helps a lot. And also mind setting or whatever, right? Usually, I focus on documenting in this part. Personal development for me is what are the problems that I need to focus on and solve into that area at that time. And so I find ways on the internet, right? I search for ways on how to solve that problem. Then after that, that's my personal development. And then I create content around it. Isn't that amazing? Okay. So learn something new for your profession. Learn something new every day that ups your skills. Okay? So that's your personal development. Another thing is your connection activities. Let's say if you want to talk with your friends, with your family, your loved ones, or making friends, connecting to people, right? And see how you can help. So that's thing. Let's say if you want every day for 1 hour, Monday to Saturday, you're gonna connect to your friends for an hour, right? So that's time blocking. Do you understand? Okay, so you don't have to get confused. Oh, right. I've been in here for 2 to 3 hours. I've been watching video for 2 to 3 hours. What do I need to do? You don't have to do that because you have to time block all your activities every single day, right? So you have to plan it out so you will know what to do next. Okay? So that's the thing, guys. Plan it out and do all of that and schedule it to your calendar. Okay? Stay consistent is the main key thing, the next thing. So stay consistent. Just determine your priorities. Let's say right now at this month, I'm gonna be focusing on building my business. So you have to time block more for your business, right? And see the things on your priorities that doesn't need to be prioritized, right? Let's say for this month you're gonna focus on your business. Second is your health, right? The next thing is your connections and any other things, right? So that's where you determine your priorities. And then, guys, being committed is the foundation. When you say, the thing is, successful people are always focusing on commitment. Okay, guys, commitment is the key. Being commitment is the key. So it's also the same thing for the business. If you want to be successful in this business, if you want your business, if you stay committed, a committed restaurant owner opens on the business hours, right? It's the same thing online. You have to understand your business hours and stay committed to it. Okay? So what's your business hours? And then stay committed. Let's say one of your money making activities is producing videos every single week. So what are the day you're gonna be producing videos every single week, right? For me, it's Monday and Friday. Maybe it's gonna adjust for after some time, after a year or two, right? But for me, right now, I'm gonna be focusing on Monday and Friday, meaning 2 videos and 2 episodes per week. That's my commitment. Okay, there's so many happenings, and right now my priority now is this one. So 2 videos per week, right? So you have to understand that commitment, guys, is the key to the online world. Okay, because if you can't stay committed, if you don't even take yourself seriously, how are people gonna take you seriously online? Understand, when you're doing online, you're entering a global community, not just your country community or your location community. You're entering a global community. People can find your social media online, whether you like it or not. Right? If you're gonna build a business online, you're gonna have to register to the online platform, which is also connected to the internet, so people can find you. So how can you position yourself in there, right? So if I find you online and I hope I like what I saw, right? One thing is you being committed. It's the main key thing, and every successful business owners do it. Okay, and guys, take notes is progress, right? 1% progress or 0.1% progress every single day is still progress. Okay, still progress. So 1% progress every single day is 365% progress per year. Yeah, I keep repeating that, right? So, guys, it's a compounding effect. I look at it as a compounding effect. Okay? How to understand? Meaning, if I put out a video and this video is working for me 24/7 and produces for me, let's say, 1 people a week. So that's 1 people, right? So I'm constantly recruiting people, 1 people a week, 1 person a week. What if I produce 10 videos, and that 10 videos produces 1 people a week? So meaning I just made 10 videos one time, but it constantly produces me 7 people every week. Okay? You understand? That's the power of the internet that most people don't even do. And I'm so confused on why people are still doing on like a job instead of a business standpoint. So that's one of the tip that I want to share with you. So guys, on the online world, everybody makes mistakes. Okay? But the biggest mistakes you're gonna make is not making mistakes. You have to understand that success always have failures beside it. And you don't fail actually in success. Okay? I don't fail. Guys, I don't fail. I only discovered 1,000 ways that doesn't work. Get it? different perception, right? I don't fail. We don't fail, guys. You don't fail. You only discovered ways that doesn't work. Okay? So be a growing mindset, a people who thinks they can learn as long as they're willing to put enough effort into it. Okay? So if you're gonna fail, if we're gonna fail, just have to get back again. Right? With new knowledge and with new knowledge of not what to do. That's why people fail. And then you get back and you know what not to do. Right? So we don't usually fail in business or in life actually. We only discover things that doesn't work anymore. Okay? So just have to find ways on what works right now. Just take it to your advantage and just list out all the things until such time you don't have until such time you only have things that works right now, right? So that's my main goal actually in doing document and sharing these episodes is show you guys and to share you what things works and what doesn't work right now as I am recording these episodes. Okay, so guys, I just want to leave you with that. We don't fail, just discover things that doesn't work and find ways to make it work. Okay, again guys, thank you for listening to this episode and see you on the next one. Bye bye. Hey, thanks for listening. Do you want more strategies to build your own business? Then please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Would you like me to teach your own downline 5 simple MLM recruiting tips for free? If so, then go download your free MLM branding pack today by going to mlmbranding secrets.com.